Oh, I'm sorry. Good evening, everybody. Nice to see all of you. Thank you for coming tonight. I know it's been a long day. When my alarm went off at 5 this morning, I opened my eyes and thought about, the drive to Louisville and all the stuff that's going on today with the tennis conference and the archery. And I was like, I immediately regret my decision. But there is no other day. We're running out of school days, so it's great. But as I told the kids, I want you to know, and I mean this sincerely, like I am a product of, Marsha Blair's drama department and David Doyle's choir department and Steve Reister's band department. And, I played football and soccer and ran track. And I think it's important for the kids. So it's good. It's a good thing. And I know it's stressful. And it was a long drive. And now we're going to throw on a suit and do a show. But that's all right. So thank you for coming, and I know you're road weary and tired, but I hope you sit back and relax and enjoy what our kids did for you. Next week, of course, we're guest artists on the Guitar Club, their annual rock show. We do, I think, 2 or 3 songs with them. I can't remember off the top of my head, and then or 5 actually. I think there are 5. So, we're just kind of guest artists at that show, and it should be a lot of fun. I hope you'll come back. That's on Thursday night and on Friday night in this room at 7:00. The room will be transformed. There's a light show and smog, fog, smoke, whatever. It's not real smoke, mist, whatever that is. So anyhow, it occurred to me that singing with smog would be horrible. But anyhow, so tonight I asked solo artists just to buy time for our tennis players and our archers who I know are traveling, and we have many with us. And if you see them, you'll notice the shirts. They didn't have time to change. It's fine. That's no big deal at all. We're just glad they're here. Sweaty tennis players, it's 900 degrees outside, and they're coming in, they're like, but I'm all sweaty. I'm like, it's fine, just go sing. So, but I asked 5 of our soloists to sing a solo tonight just to help us. It's fantastic to hear their voices, and we're really excited about that, and I want to show them off, but also to help us kind of fill that space so that we have a little extra time. So this first artist is no stranger to our stage. She's done things a couple times, I think, before, and she's very talented, and we like hearing her voice. Her name is Lindsay Huxford, and she will be singing Lonely by the band Brad Sucks. So come on out, Lindsay. What is it, a band? It's a guy. Evidently, it's not a band. So tell us about that. Tell us in the mic, like, what's the song Lonely about?
I mean, I just don't think it's a band.
Oh, it's not a band. Okay.
Well, it's like this animation from the show, and basically it's about this one like princess, and she's like away from home, and then there's like this jellyfish and who's like lonely and stuff, and he sees her hair thinking it's a jellyfish, and he's like, oh, cool. And then he sees that it's not a jellyfish and that's a person. He's like, oh gosh, diggity darn. So he was like, can I take you home because you're like miles away? And she's like, yeah. And she doesn't want him to be lonely, so she takes off her hair and she ties in a little bow to make it look like a jellyfish, so he's not alone. But then the ribbon unties, and all the hair is going everywhere, and he's trying to grab it, but like he ties himself together, and it just turns into like these jellyfish, and it's like, oh, that's where my mom said jellyfish came from.
So that's what the song's about. And
yeah.
Where can we see this animation? Is it free, or is it something we have to pay for?
It's literally just on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
So you can check out. What's the name of the animation? Do you know?
It's just you just look up "Lonely" by Brad Sucks.
Lonely. Okay, there you go. So without further ado, ladies, "Lonely" by Brad Sucks.
I love you too. She was away from home and lost in the night. Her place was far too far away to find. He was alone and happy to see someone new. He said it's nice to spend the night with you. Nobody told me it would be lonely. Where are we going? Where we're supposed to be? He said, come with me, I'll take you back. Even though it'll surely make me sad. taking this.
No, you're good. You got
no,
it?
I'm not.
It's all right. So, I play bass guitar. Oh, I play lots of instruments, but did anybody notice her nails? They're amazing. Like, I was like, how? I might try it. No, is that auto pick? My wife's in the back going, no, absolutely not. Okay. Our next artist is Graceland Oaks. And Graceland came, when I was talking about doing solos, she came up to me and she said, I have this idea. And I was like, okay. And I said, let me hear it. And she sang, and I was just really impressed. It's really different. I have no connection to Steve Universe. I don't know a lot about it, but evidently the kids all knew Steven, and they informed me that I spelled his name wrong, so I fixed it. It's right on the program now, everybody. But this is called Love Like You, and it's just fresh and different, and I hope that you enjoy it. So this is a voice, an alto. She's really good, and I think you'll find this neat. Graceland Oaks. You ready? Good luck. I need it. It's green.
If I could begin to do something that does right by you, could do about anything. I could even learn how to love when I see the way you act, wondering when I'm coming back. Could do about anything. I could even learn how to love you. To be half of what you think of me, I could do about anything. I would even learn how to love. When I see the way you look, shaken by how long it took, I could do about anything. I could
Graceland cracks me up. She's so funny. She was like, I have this idea. So it's cool. Jazz is so hard to sing, and we don't do enough of it. It's pretty cool stuff. And I was like, yes, I like this. I had never heard of that song, and I very quickly downloaded it on my iTunes. Nobody does that, right? You guys all use Spotify? Is that right? No one? My kids are like, what? Some of us remember like CDs, and some of us remember cassettes. And some of us remember 8 tracks. And then there's people that remember 45s. My grandma had those. Those were cool. And then there was something before that, and then nickel plate. And then before that, you had to hear like live music, which is awesome. So, and I want to talk about that tonight, actually, a little bit. Live music. Make sure to support your artists, right? We don't get a lot of money. When you buy that iTunes for $1.29, we see about 3 cents. The rest of it goes to lawyers. Maybe a lot of it. Anyhow, the next person is no stranger to our stage. She's done solos almost all the concerts. I love her voice. It's great. She's going to sing a song by Casey Musgrave. If you're not in the know about Casey Musgrave, she's fantastic. She started as a country artist. She's kind of walking that line. They're calling them crossover now in musicology. Someone who's like was country and then goes pop. Taylor Swift's the most notorious one, but before her was Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. And it's a thing. It's like its own genre. So anyways, but Casey Musgrave, the song's called Rainbow, and the singer is Bryn Ackerman.
The sky is finally opened, the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in that same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella, well darling, I'm just trying to tell you that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. If you could see what I see, you'd be blinded by the colors, yellow, red, and orange and green, and at least a million others. So tie up the bow, take off your coat, and take a look around, 'cause the sky is finally opened, the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in that same old storm again. You hold tight to your umbrella, well darling, I'm just trying to tell you that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Oh, tie up the bow, take off your coat, and take a look around. Everything is alright now, 'cause the sky is finally opened, the rain and wind stop blowing, but you're stuck out in that same old storm again. Let go of your umbrella, darling, I'm just trying to tell you that there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. Yeah, there's always been a rainbow hanging over your head. It'll all be alright.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, the next person performing tonight is also not a stranger. She's done many things for us. It's Kenley Runyon. She'll be performing Saturday at a talent show. She'll have to tell us where she's performing. But she's performing at a talent show, and this is one of the pieces she's doing. She's doing 3. She opens the show. So we get a little sneak peek of that. That'll be on Saturday. But she'll be singing Adele, Set Fire to the Rain. And I'd like to point out, usually when girls use Adele as a model, that's a bad idea. Like Adele doesn't sing properly, and that's why she disappears, if you didn't know that. I'm being dead serious. Some of you are like, oh, sacrilege. Like, she has to get surgery on her vocal cords. It's all well defined. She has this, the project comes out, she disappears. She's not on hiatus. They got to fix it because you can't sing like that and maintain it. So there is a way to do it properly, though, and her teacher she has a private instructor, and he's helping her. So I think you'll find she gets that sound, but she's not hurting her vocal cords. So pay attention to that, kids. I love Adele, but I'm always like, oh, honey. So her new album, somebody talked to her because they're fixing it. I can hear it better. But the first album, I'm just like, why does it sound like sandpaper? Oh, it's your vocal cords. So anyhow, she'll be singing Set Fire to the Rain by Adele, and it's Kinley Runyon.
I let it fall, my heart, and as it fell, you rose to claim it. It was dark, and I was over, until you kissed my lips, and you saved me. My hands, they were strong, but my knees were far too weak to stand in your arms
It's good stuff. Good job, Kinley. Sorry, I switched mics on the sound guy back there. Like, what are you doing? I'm playing the shell game. It's fun. So I told you. So it's fantastic. Good luck this weekend, Kinley. Kinley, where are you going to be this weekend? Pendleton. Okay. Somewhere in Pendleton. Okay. So get in touch with her. Find out where she is on Saturday. Go support. Sounds great. Good stuff. Good work. Total, I'm geeking out, like all the lie, like breath support, stratostructure, lifted tessitura. It's all good. I know that's all foreign to most of you. A few people in the back are like, oh, yes. Yeah, indeed, sir. But many of you know from Christmas time that Emma Higdon's been studying with me, and she's one of my only real private student. And so at Christmas, we worked on a piece from Johnny Skiki called O Mio Bambino Caro, and it demonstrated Emma's range. This piece is deceptive, and it really is. It sounds easy. In fact, it sounds kind of elementary easy. No offense, elementary people. But it sounds very simple, and it's not. It's not easy at all. It's ridiculously difficult. And what you need to look for is the line in it. She has to sustain this line across. It's in German. It's called Wenn die Rosen blühen. The actual name is Heimweh. I think I'm saying it correctly. I've always called it Wenn die Rosen blühen by Louis Reichardt. It was written in the classical period. It's kind of a Schubartian. I will play piano for her. My part is also ridiculous, and again, it sounds simple, and it's not. If you could see my hands, you'd see all the weird things my fingers have to contort. So I'm going to cheat a lot and just play little pieces, but she can't cheat. She has to hold the line. So this is Wenn die Rosen blühen by Emma Higdon, singing soprano. So 7th and 8th grade choir, please make your way to the stage quietly and come on out. You can come on up. That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to do anything special. And while you're coming quietly, love the energy, keep the energy, but a little discipline. It's all right. It's the end of school, so you should come to my class. It's like, pretty much all the time. I don't know. Never mind. Some things are, anyhow, 1991, 1993, 1995. That's the last time that Triton Central Middle School did this. Now we hosted this year, which was good for us. Maybe we had a little bit of a home field advantage, I don't know. But it's kind of nice to see, 7th and 8th grade choir, Nate Foley director, 2021, 2022, after 30 years. These guys did a great job, and I'm very proud of them. And I want to give you my last lesson of the year, not of the. I saw the eyebrows going, last lesson? What are you going? There's a book about that. Like, that guy died. No, I don't have any plan. I mean, I don't know. Maybe the guy upstairs calls me home. Maybe he might be like, dude, look. But what? Well, I'm sure they'll find their. Where are they? Okay, well, yes. Go grab them. Hurry. I can't say I'm surprised about that at all, actually. So, anyhow, she's like, they're gonna miss my last lesson. This is my last lesson. Your life, and I think today is a great day. It's actually perfect for this. It's what we call a teaching moment in education. Your life is not on a screen, right? It's on the archery line. It's on the tennis court. It's here singing with your friends. Am I right? I've got my amen choir back here. You know, right, parents? Help me out here. That's where your life is, right? So I love the video games more than anybody else, probably. My kids will be like, yeah, he always kicks us off so he can play FIFA. It's true. But I'm dead serious. Your life is here. These moments are what will count and what you'll remember the most, right? And then later, play the video game. You'll have the summer for that. So, okay? Read the books and those things. That's important. But this is it. So I'm proud of you because this represents our work together, right? And it will, a kind of poignant moment for me when we were coaching soccer a few years ago. Some of you know we went to semi-state. And we lost. We didn't get there. And I was like, but it was exciting. And the photographer did something that kind of blew my mind. We were sitting for the picture, right? And he said, does everybody look okay? And I thought, well, yeah, I got my hair all right. I looked at Matt, and Matt looked at me, and we're like, yeah, you look good, fat guy, But we were okay. And then I thought, well, he said that because of the girls. And then the photographer said this, and this stuck with me. He goes, this picture is going to be up for a long time. And it hit me later, like, the next time, they'll take that picture down when someone wins state, right? 95? We can take that one down. We can put this one up. This will be up for a while, okay? So, think about that too, right? This picture will be up for a long time. But you won't stay on. Your life's going to move. Epictetus said something about a river and a man, and the man goes through the river. He's not the same man, not the same river. Next year will be a different choir. 8th graders will be freshmen, right? 7th graders will be 8th graders. I reached out to a bunch of 6th graders. They're thinking about it. That's what I get back. I don't know about that. I mean, well, I don't think girls will like me. I was like, I joined choir because I was like, where are all the girls? And they were like, cheerleading. And I'm like, they won't accept me. Choir, okay. Sign me up. Can you sing? No. Isn't that your job? Yes. So, anyways, we're going to sing 4 pieces for you. For those of you that didn't get to come to ISMA, I want to do the 3 that we did at ISMA so you can hear them. And we'll show off what we did, our work. And then we want to add a song that we've been working on since ISMA, kind of here and there. We've also been working on the rock show stuff. So we've been pretty busy. And so we will play Homeward Bound for you first. Lexi Poole is our soprano, and Ava Townsend, wave at us, Ava, is alto, wave at us, Lexi. You'll hear him sing, I guess. I don't need to have him wave. So this is Homeward Bound. It's okay to have that moment on stage. Choke up a little. Me too, sometimes. I shed one tear. One. Only. So, the silent one? The silent one. Always when seniors graduate in the parking lot. One. Okay. Greg, did you show up? Greg Gilpin, are you in the room? He didn't come. It's okay. Sorry. Greg is an Indianapolis composer, and he wrote this next song. And I ran into him working with Symphony, and it's something we did at Christmas time. And I told him I was going to do this piece, and he said, let me know when you do that. I might pop out and see it. So composers are like wizards. They just kind of appear and go away. They arrive when they mean to, if you're a Hobbit fan. So he didn't come tonight. That's okay. Thank you, Greg, for this song. It's beautiful. He might be watching on the internet. Everybody wave. He might be on the internet. Okay. If you are on the internet, Greg, thank you for this tune. It's beautiful. This is My Love is like, it's called A Red, Red Rose. It's by Robert Burns, great poet. So here we go. If you play piano, you know that there are 88 keys on the piano, and that they're in sets of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 and 5, 12 half steps. And I won't get into a music theory lesson. I want to, but I won't. But difficult piano, the way you play the piano is you press the keys. It's pretty simple, except it's not, right? And one of the reasons piano players like flats is the natural curve of the hand is in. Sharps make us turn our hands this way. This song has 5 sharps. I'm going to ask Aiden Morris to play it. It is hard, okay? So let's have Aiden Morris come. Now, my thesis in my senior year at Butler was on Schubert, Franz Schubert. And this is not written by Schubert, but it's written by a contemporary. And so you'll notice that he will ask Aiden to be the mill. The song's called The Old Mill. And the wheel will turn. And it's just sharp, 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 all over the place. He's got to keep doing it. He's the mill. And we're going to tell the story, the miller. Okay, and if you want to get into a big exegesis about De Schoenemüller and Schubert, call me later and take me out for coffee, and I'll give my whole thesis to you, all 167 pages and citations. Got to cite your stuff. So, on one song by Schubert, yeah, like a billion, I think. It's the one time I went to the library, and they were like, you can have a cart. And I was like, I can have a cart? And they're like, here's a shopping cart. And I was like, oh, and I just put books in. So, not that I was actually excited. Actually, it was more like, a cart? You let me have it in carts? And they're like, oh, you're researching. And I was like, why? Why am I doing this? Never mind. So, yeah, you have to cite your sources. So, anyways, take me out for coffee. I'll tell you all about that. But this song is in that vein. Mill, storyteller. This is The Old Mill.
Grist on the horse before, and I talked with Nellie, the miller's girl, as I waited my turn at the door. And while she tossed her ringlets brown and flirted and chatted so free, the wheel
was trying to throw them off the stage too early. They were like, we have one more song. Sorry, just ready to go home. Is that bad? Mr. Foley. Oh, thank you. All right. We might. It's okay. I can see mine. Okay, they're waving at the back. What's at the back? Oh, she just let me know she's back. Okay. Thank you. It's all right. The system overheated. I don't know. I'm just making something up at this point. Yeah, I was going to say it got 10 degrees cooler. So. Oh, they're not sending out an SOS. That's okay. That's an old song, but never mind. It was the 80s. Let's not go back. I had the short shorts and the hair. Vanilla Ice sideburns. Come on, you know. Somebody knows. Yeah. Somebody was like, that's hot. You know? My sister looked like Madonna, except fatter. Oh. Did you hear that? I'm pretty sure I just heard like thunder roll. Sorry, Faith. Oh. Yeah. That may have been my mother from heaven. Yes.
I think we lost our light board completely, so we're just going to stop.
Woo, okay. All right. He said we think we fried our light board. It's good. By torchlight, friends. Let us sing. Okay. All right. So this song is from a play called Spring Awakening. If you're an adult, watch it. If you're a kid, maybe not yet. Soon enough. It's a great play. It's very artistic. Maybe too much so. Maybe like NC-17 artistic. But it's good. And the music's fantastic. For those of you that remember in the 90s, there was an artist named Duncan Sheik. He did Wish You Would Step Out From That. Oh, no, that was Third Eye Blind. Getting in my 90s stars. We're doing 90s in music history, so we've been listening to everybody. Toadies, Weezer, Pearl Jam. It's been great. But I've got them all mixed up. There are people like, yeah! But anyways, this song, I love this song. I think you'll love it too. And we've done it on and off here. I do it kind of on a rotation because I like it so much. But this is by Duncan Sheik, and he actually was asked to do this for the show, The Spring Awakening. He did the music. So this is kind of the finale, the finale piece. So this will be our finale for this group. This is the song of Purple Summer from Spring Awakening. this way.
Well, you been exercising choir class?
Thank you, middle school. Thank you so much. High school, if you would carefully make your way to the stage at this time, you can just come up. It's fine. Be careful. Watch your step. Don't want anybody to get hurt. So, this is the high school course. They also competed at ISMA this year, and we, yeah. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Real quick, I do want to say thanks. Now's a good time to bring this up, actually. So thank you to Mr. Shepard. He runs the auditorium, and obviously it's not his fault that the stuff blew up back there, and it's a thing. The light board, if fuses go out and things like that, it's okay. They're working on it. But I do want to point out we had a special award in December. Joey approached me, Mr. Shepard, if you don't know him, his band director, he approached me about, he said, you know, we receive a lot of service from a couple people who really help us a lot around here. They're very quietly working forever. They work backstage, they help with robes, they help with band things and choir things and drama things. And so he said, I want to apply for the Distinguished Service Award through Indiana State School of Music Association, through ISMA. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah. So he sent me a draft and said, can you add anything to this? And we kind of together built this list of things these people did, and we put it out, and we thought, well, you know, we hope they get it, but it's the state, like the whole state. So there's lots of people doing a lot of cool things for the arts and to help the arts. But we got the phone call, and Nick Bridgewater, who's the head of Indiana State School Music Association, said, we want to award these people with this for their help and all their service and the money and the time and the effort and the resource they put into this. And so if you were at the band concert on May 4th, we gave them a special plaque, and Mick was here. But we also want to honor them because they've helped the choir too. And that's the Trimbles. Todd and Tricia Trimble have helped us. We would not have had a live stream during COVID or even tonight without Todd's work on that. And so if you would, please give him they're in the back, just give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for your help. I think I heard a sermon once where someone said, you know, I think it's in Proverbs, that the short and long of it is, I'm going to butcher the phrasing, but it's give credit where credit is due. And they deserve the applause because they really have helped us so much. So thank you. And there was a plaque, and everybody shook hands, and the paper was here. It was nice. And I don't know if they ran that story or not. I tried to get the Shelbyville News online, and they keep blocking me. I don't like me. I don't know what's up. So it might be the computer, too. Anyhow, behind me is the chorus, high school chorus, and they went to ISMA also. We fell just short of our goal by like 2 points of gold, but I'm still very proud of them, and I talked to them the other day and told them yesterday, actually, because I knew we wouldn't have time to rehearse today because I'd be gone to archery nationals, that pound for pound, starting with the group from where they started, and I think you'll hear this yourselves if you've been to all these shows, the improvement has been immense. It's probably in 20 years of teaching, this is my 19th year, it's amazing. I haven't had this much improvement. You're going to hear the guys, you're going to hear the girls. It's improved a lot. And I'm just really proud of them. And I'm proud of our seniors that will be leaving. Wave your hand if you're a senior, please. These are our seniors that'll be out, leaving at the end of the year. Let's give them a round of applause. Yeah, thank you. Congratulations. But I think you'll hear the improvement that I've heard. So we're going to do like the other choir. I want to let you hear what they did at ISMA, and then we've been working on 2 other pieces. We've been working on, well, I'll tell you about those in a minute. This is River in Judea, and then we'll follow it right up with Elijah Rock. River in Judea, and then Elijah Rock. I didn't mean to choose 2 gospel pieces. What happened was I picked 2 contrasting pieces for ISMA, only to find out, because I'm dumb, that the one piece that I had selected was not on the list. There's a huge list, and you have to do something on the list, or they don't care. You won't get any feedback. And I was like, oh no. So I went to them and I said, look, I made this huge mistake. Do you guys still want to do ISMA? We have 5 weeks to throw this together. And they unanimously said, yes. And I said, you realize the work? And they're like, we'll do it. So this is River in Judea, and this is what they put together in 5 weeks. It's phenomenal. I told you so. This is Elijah Rock. I love this song, and when I first got it out, they were like, I don't know about this, but then once they kind of got into it, it's a great tune. This is a traditional spiritual. It's arranged by Robert Emerson. Elijah Rock. That's not the first time I missed the last note. That one's tough to play. Our piano player at ISPA, bless her heart, is Debbie. Some of you know Debbie. She's wonderful. She helped us out at ISPA, and she came to me and she goes, Nate, I do not have your hands. And I was like, well, yeah, what do you mean? And she said, those octaves? She said, I can't reach it. I was like, oh, I just do. So that's what she did there. I have a 10th, which is a pretty good sized hand, but nothing compared to the Hungarian composer Franz Liszt. He had his 13th, so he had this. Actually, he could hit 3 more notes than me. Pretty fancy pants. He could hit this. That's kind of wild. That's actually kind of weird. That guy was a freak. Anyways. That's not appropriate. Anyhow, don't be like Mr. Foley, kids. So this year I did, when we were looking at songs to do, I was working with the symphony and I did Beethoven's Ninth, which is Ode to Joy. Many of you probably know that one. And so I came across this song and I was like, oh, this is nice. And it's by Andy Beck. I know Andy. Hi, Andy, if you're watching. I don't know why you would be in Arizona, but maybe you are on the net. Anyways, Andy Beck does the words music, and he based it off Ode to Joy. And I was like, cool, I'm working on Ode to Joy. The kids can work with it. We can talk about the piece. It's a learning moment. A theme in the show. He said that twice. So it was a learning moment. So we did it. And so this is Joyful, Joyful, and you'll notice that in the middle of this, they'll actually sing a part of Ode to Joy. They will not be singing in the German, lucky for them, because it's really hard to say, but they'll be singing an English translation that's actually not even close to what Beethoven wrote, but it sounds good and it's to the tune, so. Yeah. This is Joyful, Joyful, based on Beethoven's Ode to Joy. It's okay. I got so excited I decided to jump into that early. Anyways, I do like that one. Although if you've ever sang it, you know that it's 90 minutes and you watch the orchestra play for an hour and they almost die. It's like, oh no, the violins are like playing so much you think their violins are going to catch on fire. And then all of a sudden that conductor looks at you and then you just scream for 30 minutes, ah, in German. It's kind of terrifying actually. Very Beethoven. Anyhow, so I have a story to tell. Some of you know this story. Many of you have heard of this person. If you haven't, you should look him up because he is very talented. He's very good, and I still hate him. No, I'm just joking. There's no bad blood at all between us. But in 1996, I was at Interlochen, which is like this really posh music camp in Michigan. It's kind of special, I guess. I don't know. I had a good time there. It was fun, kind of summer camp thing. And my instructor was like, you should try out for the solo. So I was like, okay. So we're coming to the end of our little camp, and we have this big show coming up. And he was like, you should try out for the solo. So I tried out for the solo. I didn't get it. Not me. Nate Foley, no. So I was like, all right, well, whatever. Who got it? And they're like, Josh Groban. And I was like, who? And they're like, Josh Groban. And here's this little kid with mop hair, you know, like whatever. He's okay. He's handsome, I guess. Yeah. Some of you know, like, he's now an international opera star. Opera is like pop and rock and opera. And he's very good. He's very talented. Got to study with Pavarotti, which that gets me. Like, you can have the fame and fortune. I'll work here at Triton Central. But I really wanted one lesson with Pavarotti before he passed away. That would have been awesome. And probably, let's face it, he would have been like, you are terrible. But I don't know. But he did get that lesson. And anyways, if you haven't heard any Josh Groban, please check him out. He is a wonderful person. And I sang backup that night to Josh. So this is a song that kind of was off his first album. It's called The Prayer. And he sang it with Celine Dion. He sang it with Angie Stone. He sang it with Charlotte Church. Shoot, he's singing it with everybody but me. Call me Josh. We'll duet. But yeah, this is The Prayer. And the kids will sing in Italian, which is kind of cool too. Not the whole way through, don't worry. It's in English also. So. Okay, The Prayer. Story time. And we all know I'm going to botch this. You got it. This piano part is ridiculous. So let's switch out the chorus and the chamber choir. Thank you so much, chorus. Well done. The end is nigh. Sorry. The show, not the... Your people started to pray. That's all right, I guess. Chamber choir, of course, just had auditions. Those results will come soon. I've been trying to get that done, but I have so many irons in the fire. Many parents have asked about Kings Island. That is planning to happen June 3rd. I'm just waiting on the school board to tell me I can go. So, and that meeting is, I believe, on Monday. So, as soon as they have their meeting and we get the official approval, you'll get paperwork on that. So please be looking on that. Give us a moment to change the stage, and we'll get back to you. Okay, we'll use this in a second, but this is the chamber choir, and I feel like strange that, thank you, right here is fine. Strange that we haven't had a chance to work, thank you, Logan, work today, but that's all right. We'll be okay. We've done it so many times, should be old tricks. So, they also went to ISMA, got a gold in Division 1. We could not go to state because we don't have enough people. The cut for is 21. You have to have 21 members. And I honestly didn't know that. I thought we could just go. But we did go to state in solo and ensemble, and we got gold there in January. And so thank you. Thank you. Yes. So I expect next year, and like I said, I'm building this choir for next year. Someone asked me to, they were dead serious. It was a student. I was teaching a college class. And they said, what is your job? Like, can you give me, and they were meaning like metaphysically, and they're being kind of out there, you know, college kids, kind of wild, maybe drugs, I don't know. But he said, what is your, and I said, I build sandcastles, and then the end of the year washes them away. And I got to start over. I build a sandcastle, and then the end of the year comes, these kids graduate, and start again. And I said, it's kind of, you build this choir, and you do your thing, and then different group. So that's kind of what I do. It's interesting. But I'm very excited. I wanted to do this piece for a very long time. I think if some of you maybe have been around since 2006, 2007, I actually tried it. It didn't go very well. But this year we were able to do it. It's called O Magnum Mysterium. I love this song. It's by Thomas Luis de Victoria, and there's a whole history, and I won't get into it. I want to, but I won't, because I know everybody's like, let me go home, Mr. Foley. So my wife's in the back going, so anyhow, I know I won't get into the history, but, there, see? But I do want to point this out to you. It's a Christmas tune, and we sang it at Christmas, and then because I knew I wanted to take it to ISMA. It's on the list. I knew it would be. It will be forever. It's a great tune. There's a spot in here. It's about the birth of Christ, and it says, the translation is, "O great mystery and wondrous sacrament, that animals should witness the birth of the Lord." And then it says, "Beautiful virgin whose womb was worthy to bear our Lord Jesus Christ, and then there's an Alleluia, and that has a sesquialter altar in it, which is awesome. It changes tempo. And for the 1500, that was like mind-blowing. People just lost it. Oh, it changed tempo. Now we do that stuff all the time, but they thought it was crazy. Anyhow, what I want to point out is the prophecy about the birth of Christ. What's that line, tenors? Natum. The word birth is natum. If you'll notice here, I will cue the line for the natum, and then you're going to hear the tenors go, not. They're going to jump the gun. They're a beat early, and it's on purpose. They represent the prophet Isaiah, being like, there's a guy coming. He's going to jump the gun. And then the altos and the sopranos clash real hard when he comes. Because birth, and I've been there for 5 of them, it's painful. And he wrote that into music. He shows it. So listen for that word natum, and you'll hear the tenors jump the gun. They're the prophets. And then right after that, the music kind of gets soft, and we're going to try to bring it down. And then Mary's going to have that baby. And you'll hear it hurts. There's a little crunch in there. And then hallelujah, it's good thing. So anyways, this is Thomas Luis de Victoria's O Magnum Mysterium from 1517, I think. I think that's right. Here we go. Just hum your first. Everybody hum a C, because I haven't heard anything. Yeah, that's right in your own octave. That's right in your own beat. Yeah, that's fine. I just want to hear something. Okay. Are you ready? Am I ready? Man, I love that song. I'm geeking out. Okay. And so now you want to do something contrasting where you can. So then I was like, how about a jazz song? So this is from the Music Man. It's Till There Was You. Hope's going to sing a solo, and she has to hold a note like forever. And so we'll give her the scuba gear. This is Till There Was You by Meredith Wilson from the Music Man. It's arranged by Kirby Shaw. I met Kirby Shaw, and he's awesome. The kids make fun of me because anything by Kirby Shaw, I'm a total fan. I'm a fanboy. It's really bad, actually. No, he's the coolest person. We were at Butler. I was allowed to take 4 kids. This was back in like 2011. And we went to a jazz festival, and I took 4 kids, and Kirby Shaw was there. And I was like, oh, crazy. And like, we were sitting in the cafeteria, and he just walks up to our table and was like, can I sit with you guys? And I was like, and Parker Devers was like, bro, yes. So he let him sit. And he spoke to the kids. I just kind of sat there and stared. It was really awkward and strange, and I'm mildly embarrassed now to say that, but it was cool. Anyhow, I did eat dinner with Kirby Shaw. Actually, he ate, and I was like... So, anyhow, this is Till There Was You by Meredith Wilson, arranged by the Kirby Shaw.
That's right, the altos have that. You'll figure it out.
So next week's The Rock Show, and we want to do a lot of cool stuff. You'll hear Pink Floyd and who sings the middle? Everyone. You'll hear everyone. Thank you. Anyway, there'll be a lot of great music. I'm really looking forward to it. And again, we're guest artists on that show, but we do want to do a Don McLean song. You might know it as Starry, Starry Night, but the actual song is Vincent. It's about Vincent Van Gogh. And so this is an arrangement. Is it a Kirby Shaw? No, it's a Roger Emerson. I'm slightly dejected by sadness. Anyways, Roger Emerson's good too. He's just old. But Vincent, or as many of you know, it's Starry, Starry Night. This is his setting of that. It's kind of the same thing by Don McLean. So if you don't know who Don McLean is, please look him up. He's amazing. He sings, "Bye, bye, Miss American Pie." It's better than that. But, no, it's good. I do like the song. I don't mean to be disrespectful. Not at all, actually. But anyway, I think this is one of his more masterful tunes. So this is Vincent by Don McLean.
day, with eyes that know the darkness in my soul. Shadows on the hills, sketch the trees and daffodils, catch the breeze and winter chills, in colors on the snowy linen land. Now I understand what you tried to say to me, how you suffered for your sanity, how you tried to set them free. They would not listen, they did not know how. Perhaps they'll listen now, for they could not love you, but still your love was true. And when no hope was left inside on that starry, starry night, you took your life as lovers often do. But I could have told you, Vincent, this world was never meant for one as beautiful as you.
And so for our final selection, again, just kind of a sneak peek of next week, the rock show. We'll do Vincent by Don McLean. And then back in the fall, I arranged this because the kids asked me to, actually. I wasn't really sure who Billie Eilish was, but she's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. I don't know her personally, but maybe I'll meet her. Who knows? I come across a lot of crazy people on the job. But this is Ocean Eyes. I do like this a lot. And so the soloist is Senior Olivia Martin. And then my daughter Allegra is going to sing harmony with her. Yeah. And let's give our senior. Logan Buck's the senior. Daniel's the senior. Woo! I will give Allegra the red, and I will give Olivia the yellow after I turn it back on, because I just turned it off. Sorry. Okay. Test this real quick. And then I will play the djembe and the rain stick.
Maybe I don't want to test it.
We never practiced it. That much just split this. I'll kind of point you or something. Actually, you know, do whatever you feel like. Do what feels good. Yeah, you know. Okay. This is the most awkward instrument ever. What do you do? Well, I sit on it and then I beat it. Sort of not working. Random stops. It sounds weird. You're really good. You can play the shaker at the same time. All right. Thank you, Olivia. What note is that? G. What's the G? So that's the bass note? Is that right? Give us a C. Or yeah, maybe we build it from the top. That's a C. Hang on, I can solve this.
Oh my god.
I have a piano. Lord, it's late. I know, it's your fault. Here you go. Bass, bass, bass.
Stop laughing, David.
Alto. Sopranos, you can find it.
Got it.
You get all the help you need. All right. Yeah, tenor. I know. Thank you so much for coming tonight. It's kind of late, but thank you. This is our final show, seniors. Miss you. Thanks so much. Good night, everybody. Please be careful when you're around. Thank you.